Hello and welcome to Casual Nerd Reactions. Thank you for joining me. Today we're watching another episode of The Expanse. I am loving this show, and it seems like we're on the cusp of certain storylines coming together, and then they would be one storyline. Although I'm sure this show will always be having multiple things happening all at once and a level of intrigue and complications. There's just a lot I'm excited to see unfold going into this week as Holden and his crew are approaching, an asteroid, and maybe they're gonna find someone there. My gut is they're not gonna find anything. Something is gonna have them have to end up going to Eros after all, because that's where Miller's headed. He's just starting his journey, but he has started his journey. I'm just excited to dive into this week's episode and see what we have in store, because, next week is the final two episodes. We're gonna get into the season 1 finale, so I'm sure things are just gonna keep ramping up and accelerating, and I'm ready just to sit back and enjoy the ride. So let's experience this episode for the very first time.
Previously on The Expanse.
And will Julie Mao ever actually be on the show? She was the first person we kind of saw. We haven't seen her since. You gonna make friends while you're traveling? I would never. Talking to strangers?
First time? First time what? First time in space. They say if you grow up on a station, you develop a natural agoraphobia. If you identify the fear, you can get past it.
You a therapist?
Salesman? No, I'm preparing myself for the Naboo.
Mormon. Yep.
A different kind of salesman.
You guys are gonna get on this big ship. You're gonna ride out into the great beyond. What happens when you get out there? There's nothing.
Such a good question.
Can't come back.
God has just revealed to us that we haven't finished our search yet.
Doesn't that scare the out of you?
Yeah, of course it does. True faith is a risk.
Say it's a leap of faith, to be
And
sure.
with great risk comes...
Yeah, I know the rest.
Faith means acknowledging it might not work out, but I'm gonna take the leap. I admire that. I think it's an insane journey to take, but God didn't tell me to take the journey, so... Alright, we made it to the asteroid.
It's just a rock.
It's kind of what I expected, but I'm still feeling disappointed. Also, somewhere out here there's a man floating in space. We're gonna find him, right?
Right there. Inside that crevasse.
What do we got?
It's a stealth ship.
Oh.
Just like the ones that killed the Donager.
I kinda wanna blast it. Easy there, partner.
Amos.
These things tend to shoot back.
Level 4 MCRN encryption.
A lot of Martian soldiers gave their lives for this information. I need to know why.
Was it really more about this information than it was about the testimony of Holden and crew? He's trying so hard to send his transmission.
EMF reflection practically zero across all main bands. It's nice stealth tech.
Who has ships like that?
Mars, of course. This is not a design I've seen before. It must be one of the new ones.
It's not Martian.
No one else built stealth. No one else can afford to.
Someone can.
This is what Fred Johnson sent you out here to find.
I don't think he knew it was out here.
A dead stealth ship sitting next to a rock. Looks just like a rock unless you know exactly where to look. Fred Johnson is a terrorist. You can't...
We're not on a salvage mission. We're here looking for survivors. We're going in.
I have no...
You're coming with us. And meet your new bodyguard.
I have no idea what they're gonna find. It's such a high level of suspense for me. Whatever they're gonna walk into, I can't even form proper sentences. You can't see it, but my foot is like, it won't stop moving because I'm tense in the best possible way.
You can't just treat me like some kind of
Canary in a coal mine?
Not good. Wait a second. What if this is where we saw Julie Mao breaking out of? I assumed she was on the scapula because of the suit.
Her latch is broken from the inside.
Someone forced their way out of this.
I think her name's Julie. Juliet. Dulcinea. Whatever you want to call her.
This is a Belter suit.
This is definitely not a Belter ship.
That's telling me something.
Guess that explains what happened to the crew of the Scopuli.
This is the ship. The one that killed the can.
What are the odds the ship that blew up the Cant is at the coordinates Fred Johnson gave them? This is not adding up.
You ever think about them?
Didn't know any of them that well. I didn't exactly sign on to the camp to make friends.
Why did you sign on to the can?
I wouldn't have to have conversations like this one.
All the airlocks are open. This ship was vented on purpose.
Hangar bay's empty too.
Maybe Julie took it? Julie or Polanski?
Looks like we got it safe. There's something in it.
Get that.
Naomi,
Get Naomi.
you and me fire up the reactor? This will go quicker if we had some lights.
Just warm it up. Someone cut through the hatch. The reactor was shut down properly. So why did someone need to break in to do it?
Naomi?
What the hell is that?
Probably dangerous. I don't freaking know. I love this show.
Tycho Station pinged the Nathan Hale approximately 4 hours ago.
We'll be on the doorstep in 3 days, and that's not enough time for Fred Johnson to dismantle and hide an entire stealth tech program, is it?
Yeah, that's assuming that they had it in the first place.
An assumption.
James Holden. We learn nothing from a dead man.
Secretary General's orders.
You'll turn him into a martyr.
James Holden will be killed in random street violence on Eros, the murder capital of the belt. Wrong place and wrong time. Frank DeGraff was found dead in his home this morning.
No.
He took his own life.
No. That sucks.
I can finish later.
We can finish now.
I wonder if she feels somewhat responsible, because clearly he really loved his home on Mars and he lost. What is this? And will it spread to the Rocinante?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Nothing even close.
The ship's called the Anubis.
Anubis. It's pronounced Anubis. Egyptian god of the dead. Anubis works too.
Okay, if we're going to talk about how to properly pronounce things, can we revisit the Rocinante debate that I'm having with myself?
Uses it as bait to nuke the Cant.
Then spaces the crew, except for Lionel Polanski, who somehow survives, gets control, and then
He powers down, vents the ship, and then leaves a nuclear missile, state-of-the-art stealth fighter tied to a rock.
whoever was on this ship was headed to Eros from
There you go.
Phoebe Station.
Phoebe.
Huh.
Lopez said they found everyone on Phoebe dead. Some toxic spill or something. Maybe this is what he was talking about.
Bioweapon.
Hold on
It's the
behind you.
bioweapon. We need to get out of this ship.
I think it's absorbing energy from the reactor and shutting everything down.
Yes. Yes. Good job, Naomi.
It was alive.
Yeah.
I might be wrong about the biospill thing, but it's interesting.
We've encountered a possible biohazard. We need full decontamination.
Wasn't gonna let y'all back aboard without it.
I really like Alex. Honestly, there's nobody that I actively dislike. Right? Even the more antagonistic Amos is growing on me.
You're going to Eros, aren't you?
Yes.
If this Lionel Polanski is going to be anywhere, it's going to be there. I know.
I bet Julie's
that
there
place.
too.
Let me help you find it. And if I do, you let me walk.
Okay. Anybody object to us turning that ship into scrap?
Hell no.
Well,
Anybody except you.
You have a bargaining chip. Why would you destroy something you control?
Because that ship is a weapon. And that thing on it felt like a weapon too. And I don't think Fred Johnson or Earth or Mars or anybody should have it.
I agree. I still think somebody else has it, though. Justice for the Cant. That's how we remember the Cant. Feels good.
Remember the can.
It feels really good. I'm glad he said that. All right, Aero Station. They're all going to arrive pretty much at the same time. Yeah, there it is. Anubis 1A. So who's on the Anubis 1A? It's Julie Mao. It's not Polanski. Maybe Polanski is the guy that she saw kind of, if I remember correctly.
My daughter's ship, and I'm just trying to make sure, did she fly it here?
We don't give out that info.
How about I sponsor you around?
Now you're speaking his language.
More luck when it's not German.
I like that mindset. Oh, now he's speaking his own language.
Lionel Polanski.
Lionel Polanski.
Freeze! You seem sober. That's the biggest surprise of the night.
I was chasing down a lead.
Judging by the footprint on that Dark Master's chest, I'd say you were stomping on the lead. I'm taking this one for a walk. And where's my damn hat?
He left it behind.
When I got kicked off the force, I gave you that hat so you'd keep your head. I made the same mistakes I did.
Giving up the hat was maybe symbolic of losing his head.
And what in your head even tells you that this girl's looking to get rescued? She could be hardcore OPA.
Seems like
She
it.
might.
But you're still gonna pull on that thread, aren't you?
Yep.
I believe in her.
You don't even know her.
That's all I got.
Well, I hope he finds what he's looking for, but
Think I'm crazy?
I do a little bit. She's
Lana
there.
Polanski, that's the name she used when she registered the shuttle. Someone with that name is registered at the Blue Falcon.
What's that? Where is it?
It's a flophouse court.
Was she always Lionel Polanski?
It's a real-time tactical record of the Donninger battle, right down to the millisecond. They also got high-res images of the attacking ships.
They did fly closer to those ships than anyone else in the system.
You're going to want to see this for yourself. So what are you going to do now?
This place used to be the jewel of the belt.
We didn't get to see, so
Last place the name Lionel Polanski showed up on the nets was here.
very exciting. Uh-oh. It's also exciting, but in a different way. Oh boy. Seems like Miller should be here any second too. Like, let's converge before the episode ends, or at the last possible moment.
But Ryan, the last time I was here, this machine did not work.
Amos is onto it. Just slowly moving in and surrounding you? Or am I just seeing things because I'm looking for them?
Looking for a friend who checked into a room here. Lionel Polanski.
It's his birthday.
In room 22. Called up for you?
No, it's a surprise thing. Thank you.
Uh-huh. These guys are definitely the TAC team. Yeah, Amos is the one who clocked it. I mean, Amos is definitely the guy we have to listen to for tactical situations. We need Holden to rein him in, morally speaking. But now's the time for, shooting. Oh, yeah, boy! I was about to say, is Miller gonna just walk up on this and immediately join our team? Ha ha! So tense.
James Holden.
Oh, he would know Holden from the...
You cop.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Anybody else know you're coming there?
No, I don't think so.
You do now. Now, any second, there's going to be another group of thugs coming through that door, this time with badges. Touch me again. There's going to be another body on the floor.
He didn't come to play. He's so close. So close to Dulcinea. He's not letting anyone stop him. So join him.
Don't.
Wow. Yeah, Alex is freaked out. Rightly so, I guess. He's never seen combat until just recently. Is she here? Scopuli.
Scopuli.
They were turning things off. Same as that reactor.
Nobody touch anything.
Oh my gosh. Is that... Well, that's disappointing. Also, she's fully infected and killed. How do we burn the body? What do we do? That's where you end it. Oh. I'm a touch speechless. This is kind of like the episode I feel like we've all been waiting for to some extent, right? Miller and Holden and crew, they're all finally together. We found Julie Mao. Presumably, there's still a possibility that's someone else, but no, that's Julie Mao. And whatever they discovered on Phoebe fully infected her. And I think she's dead. I don't know that with 100% certainty, but I feel like 95% certain, but I'm always willing to leave a little wiggle room. I'm not 100% sure anyone's dead ever. Certainly not after his partner, was still alive. Former partner, I guess, no? I like that this show has a really fun or interesting way of propelling storylines, answering questions while not really answering questions. Like, I still have so many things that I'm wondering about, but the story's not over. And I'm gonna just keep wondering and keep enjoying this journey. I really, really am. Next week is the season finale. We're gonna watch 9 and 10 next week. I'm very, very excited and anxious to get there. I want to speed the process along, but I'm also, happy to just take a couple days and let this episode sink in, wash over me. I feel like at this point, if I was watching this show live, I would almost certainly rewatch the entire season before the final 2 episodes because it's that good. And the show it's pretty dense and a lot happens while also taking its time, which is kind of contradictory, but it feels so accurate, doesn't it? Yeah, I can't wait to see what happens next. And I can't wait to watch it with you next week. I'll see you then. Bye.